Hey, this is Match once again. What about to the video? This is a paid request, this time for Edward. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, what have you, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, this is for South Park Season 8, Episodes 13 and 14. And thank you once again, Edward. Really appreciate it. These are the last two of Season 8. I would say Season 8 is definitely one of the better seasons, as in, there's not a whole lot of episodes that were that crappy in my opinion. And it's funny, for what I understand, this was considered a very busy, confused season because this is around this time the makers were doing Team America, so they're trying to balance that film with this, and I think they call it like the season from hell, but at the same time, again, I do think a bit consistently decent compared to other seasons. Episode 13 is a take on Psychics, a little bit of the Dead Zone. Episode 14 is a Christmas one, Woodland Critter Christmas. I think it's the last Christmas one they did for a while, from what I understand. But yeah, episode 13, you got Cartman trying to fly off a building. He's being an idiot. He gets into a coma. I did like the joke where he wakes up with a beard. He's like, it's been 2 days. Now, nurse, take off the face warmer. And so the beard is like a face warmer, so it's pulled off. I thought that was kind of funny. And then it plays off a little bit of the Dead Zone, where Cartman says a few things, and the cops are so stupid, they think he's psychic. So then they just assume Cartman's psychic, and then Cartman makes shit up because these murders happening. And while these murders happen, Cartman says, like, ice cream, I see ice cream. So then the cops just arrest the ice cream guy. I see chicken. So they arrest a lot of other people, and Kyle's even going, this is stupid. Cartman doesn't know what the hell he's doing. The other psychic detectives are pissed at him. And probably my favorite bit is Cartman, the psychic detectives. They have a battle, but it's just them going, pew, 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 so it is a wide shot of Cartman and the psychic just going, it's just these fucking random noises. No music, just the noises going back and forth. That cracked me up. I thought that was hilarious. That battle. I thought that was definitely the best part of the movie. And it goes to show you that the adults in this are very, very stupid. Like when, obviously, they don't catch the killer and there's more killings, they just assume it's a copycat. It must be the copycat of a copycat. So ultimately, Kyle's like, you know what, I gotta do... Sadly, they only listen to stupidity. So then Kyle does the same thing to get in their coma, to make them believe that he's a psychic. Meanwhile, the real killer, like, kidnaps Cartman, and then you have a play on Manhunter, you know, when the guy's tied up, do you see? But it's just the guy's, like, vacation photos, and that's torture for Cartman. Doesn't go over the top of police work, like a guy, they go into the killer's lair, and they see a bunch of hands, and they go, well, wait a minute, these are right hands. See, the thumb is this way. We're looking for a guy who cuts off left hands. Sorry to bother you. And then it's pretty much this overdone, overblown montage of the guy not realizing that you could just do this, and that's what it was. I thought that went on a bit too long. Like, the joke was funny, but then the longer it went, it kind of got like, okay, dude, we did it. It was funny. Can you move along a bit? Yeah, we kind of did it. We did it now. Okay. It was kind of like, and then... Plus, I would like to have seen Cartman try to do a bit of Christopher Walken, like, the ice is going to break. But I guess they didn't want to... It's like they're referencing the Dead Zone, but I wish they had done, like, a couple scenes, like, I try to imagine Southport's version of a killer, like doing the whole scissor thing, or again, the ice is going to break scene, but then maybe he lets it break because he wants Kyle to be in the water. Like, he wants Kyle. Oh no, yes, go on the ice. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go further with that, because I just see Cartman. Oh sure, Kyle. Yeah, the ice is fine. Then Kyle falls through the ice or whatever. But no. And it's another take on Psychics, which they've already done that. They've already done. What was it? What was the guy's name? The guy who does the psychic readings with the audience. Oh, you lost a loved one. I forget the guy's name, but they kind of did one on Psychics, so it was, I guess they just wanted to do another one, talk even more shit about Psychics. I'm like, okay. I mean, I don't really believe in psychics either. Works well in a movie, but in real life, I don't think there are psychics. I think there are. I just don't believe in them because I'm like, if you're so goddamn psychic, you don't know the winning number of the lottery. Well, that's not how it works. Well, then that sucks for you. I bet you'd be pissed. Because that what you want to be psychic for is to win the lottery. You would think. Until ultimately, boom, they do catch the killer. Um, the detective psychics and the ice cream guy, they're out of jail. And then once it did Cartman, the detectives are doing the same thing. Pew, pew, and then Kyle's like, stop it! But then the lights break, so it makes you go, well, is he a psychic? But, like I said, the whole battle thing was definitely the best part of it. It was fun. You know, I like the references to the Dead Zone, because I like the Dead Zone. Both the movie and the TV show, I like both. So it was entertaining for what it needed to be. They actually kill off. I thought this was on the nose that they mentioned. It's I think it was the bus driver, the shitty female bus driver. Like they kill her off, but they literally have to go. Well, she's just an ancillary character, and no one's going to miss her, and we had to play it safe. I'm like, I get it, but it's just so on the nose. It's like, do you get it? Yeah, I fucking get it. Yeah, on my face. Yeah, I get it. Well, I was trying to be clever, but that was just a bit too. I won't say heavy-handed, but it's like, oh, yeah, we did it. We did it. Okay. You're right. It's a terror. No one's going terror is dead. I don't know. I thought I had to say The Simpsons did it, but I thought it was a bit more clever. I forget what show it was. Like which of these popular characters died? If you answered this, that's not true because none of them were popular. Like something like that. I thought that was a bit funnier and clever. That's wrong. They were never popular. I thought that was pretty clever. That was a funnier way to do it than the way in this. But again, that's just a nitpick. Overall, you know, fun little episode. Decent showcase for Cartman. And then episode 14, I think it was inspired by like John Denver and the Muppets and something. It's called Woodland Critter Christmas. You have a narrator that's doing narration in rhyme, and Stan comes across these very cute looking critters who talk and who are nice, and oh my god, well the porcupine is a virgin and she's pregnant and she's going to give birth to our savior, and oh no though, she's going to be hurt because it's happened before with the evil mountain lion. So Stan like doesn't want to do it, but he does it. But by killing the mountain lion, there's these 3 cute orphan cubs, and Stan is horrified. And then you come to find out that the other critters wanted that done because they are Satanists. But I thought your savior, yes, our savior, Satan. And it is funny when you have this cute little critter going, "Hail Satan." Okay, that was funny, I gotta admit. And then Stan's annoyed by the narrator pushing him to go fix his mistake. And Stan doesn't want to do it. But he's like, okay, fine already. And then you have to get the 3 cubs to learn abortion. So they go to an abortion clinic. And I like that the three Tubbs are voiced by actual kids, so it makes that much more cute, especially in this weird scenario where, yeah, I learn abortion from doctors. I thought it was kind of clever what happened. Spoiler alert. Where you find out the reason the story is so weird, even compared to South Park, is because it's Cartman reading a story he wrote for class. Because the animals want a human host, but it's got to be one that's not Christian, so it can't be Stan, so they take Kyle because he's Jewish. And because Kyle interrupts, "Stop it, Cartman! You son of a bitch! You only do this because of, just to bash me and bash Jewish and to rip on me and to rip on Jewish people." And then Cartman sits down, and then the crew's like, our crew of students, they're like, "No, but what happened next? What happened next?" Well, I mean, Kyle doesn't want to hear it. "Oh, come on, please." And Kyle's like, "Fine, fine, finish your stupid story." And so it's like Santa with a shotgun killing the creatures, and then Kyle wants the Antichrist, and the Tubbs have to perform an abortion out of Kyle's butt, and then everything's fine, and the mountain lion, like Santa wins, and "Do you want to wish, little boy?" And Stan's like, "Yes." And the mountain lion is alive. Which I gotta admit, that was actually kind of nice that they did that, because, South Park is really known for... They're known for doing the opposite of heartwarming, at least a good chunk of the time. So even in Cartman's story, he's like, "No, let the mountain lion mom live for the Tubbs, so the Tubbs are happy." Like that little bit, I'm like, okay, I'm glad they didn't... A lot of times they like doing the swerve. I'm sitting there going, oh no, like the mountain lion's going to be alive, but then she's going to kill the Tubbs. Or the mountain lion's going to be alive, but then she's going to attack and kill Kyle or Stan. No. They make it sweet. Because then it makes it funnier where everyone lived happily ever after, except Kyle, who died of AIDS 2 days later. And then you hear Kyle go, "God damn it, Cartman!" I thought that was an entertaining episode. The cute critters and the violence kind of reminds me of, what was it, Happy Tree Friends, I believe it's called. I believe it's called Happy Tree Friends. Forgive me if I'm wrong. If you're wondering what that is, feel free to look it up, and then you'll get what I mean. I don't know if that came out after this. Maybe. Might have. I don't know when that Happy Tree Friends came out, was created. I wish Butters was in the story that Cartman was telling. Actually, I think it would have been funny if it was Butters who was the lead and not Stan. Because Stan, to be honest, I find Stan kind of boring of the kids. Like Kyle, his animosity with Cartman makes him a bit interesting. Cartman, he's the fucking pendulums. He could be funny, but then he could be also the worst piece of crap on the show. Butters, I think, is endearing and has become my favorite character. Kenny, well, since they don't kill him off anymore, there's really not much to Kenny. But like I said, Stan is, I'm indifferent. I'm very indifferent on Stan. I find him kind of, he's there. That's why I kind of think it'd be funnier if it was Butters who was the lead. That's one caveat, so to speak. That's the one change I would have made, is that Butters would have been the lead in this. But I guess if it was Cartman's story, I don't think he likes Butters, so he wouldn't write him as the lead. So I guess it shows that he likes Stan, because he wrote Stan as kind of the hero of the story. I guess that kind of fits, because Cartman doesn't really have issues with Stan. I don't really remember many times where Cartman and Stan are at each other. So yeah. But I guess I just, maybe if like it was Stan and Butters, maybe if it was the two of them. But yeah, I wish Butters was in more of the story other than just being one of the cast, one of the classmates listen to it. And then that's really one of my only complaints about it. It did make me wonder now. They'd never do this, but imagine if the entire show ended like Newhart. What I mean by that is, like, I thought it was kind of fun and clever that in the middle you realize it's just a story Cartman's telling. Now, for those who don't know, there was a TV show called Newhart, and you find out at the last episode that the entire show was like a dream of Bob Newhart, of a character he played on another show. Because he wakes up, and he turns, and it's this lady from the other show, and you realize the whole time this whole thing's been like a dream. Kind of like Saint Elsewhere, although I think that works maybe in that aspect, but it made me wonder, like, what if somehow you find out at the end this whole thing was a dream from, I don't know, Kenny or Cartman or Butters. Maybe there's a whole dream from Butters, like the whole thing of South Park. I'm not saying that'd be good. I'm saying I just wonder if they would ever do something like that, and I do wonder like how many people would be pissed off. What the fuck? Did this really happen? I don't know. That just popped in my head. That just popped in my head. Like, God, I could just imagine them doing that. But I guess with these shows, I guess they don't really have a final episode. A lot of these cartoons, like Simpsons, is still going. South Park's still going. I don't see if they would ever do like a final episode. I can't think of many cartoons that did. I think that's what made. I know we're going off tangent. There's a show called Batman the Brave and the Bold, and they had a finale that was actually really interesting and kind of heartfelt, and that really stuck out to me and made me like the show quite a bit more than I thought I would. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just find the episode, the last episode of Batman the Brave and the Bold, and like I said, it's very interesting. I don't know. I don't know, for some reason, just made me wonder if you ever did an ending for these shows. But maybe people would not prefer that. Maybe people would prefer just to end like any other episode and just let them live on and you figure out what happens next. Leave it up to you, the viewer. But I don't know why that popped in my head. It just did. But either way, I would say I liked both of them. I probably liked episode 14 more than 13. But like I said, there were not that many episodes this season I disliked. Listen, I just wish there's a bit more Butters. Can't get enough of Butters. Can't believe it's not Butter, and I can't get enough of the guy. So I do wish like he was the star instead of Stan, or co-host with Stan in this story. But I said the cute woodland creatures and them really being, Hail Satan. And that was kind of funny in the cute voice they had, the cute faces. And then Santa just blowing them away in gory bits, like, oh shit. Santa's a badass. Like, that was a fun way to end the season. This chaotic season, as the makers put it. And let's say episode 13, the battle, that was very fun. So overall, it was enjoyable for what they needed to be. It was fun. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later.